Alright. Let's try not to die. Hi.
Hi, welcome to Role Playing.
Hi.
I'm the Dungeon Man. I control the dungeon.
Man. He does it.
He does the dungeon.
Dungeon Dan?
I'm
Dungeon
Dan.
Oh!
Dan.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and drag dance. I'm not wearing drag.
I want to see a drag Dan. Wait, no, I drag Dan all the time.
Boo.
That's Skella.
Everybody.
That down there is a woe.
Hi.
Or an
names
Alex.
Alex,
Elizabeth.
my real life name is Alex, but I go by Woe here.
That over there is a Mustang. It looks like I'm stabbing her with a pencil. Sorry.
Don't do that.
She just had her surgery, so she's here
Dude,
again.
Our names are there.
And I'm just introducing everyone, just
Our
making
names are
sure.
there.
Look, Sarah Desdemona, down in that corner. You should follow her at Sarah_Desdemona on Twitter, because she's a good bean.
Don't follow the rest of us though. We're all trash.
Yeah,
You're right.
No one else, just her.
Yep, just Sarah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, all right.
Sarah.
Now it's time for episode 3 of Role Playing's The Journey Begins.
Who didn't think
Yay!
they'd make it this far?
Me! I almost didn't. So.
True. So you guys have just defeated all of these drow assassins, and you have one tied up. The rest are all dead or escaped.
Mhm.
And you've all leveled up. You're level 5 now. I'm assuming that you've all managed the loot and crap like that, because we're gonna jump right into it.
Yep.
I'd like everyone to roll for initiative. No.
10.
Please.
That always puts the fear of God in me.
Anyways, so everyone is sitting around. Are you guys gonna wait for this assassin to wake up, or?
I'm gonna try and spend as much time as I can resting and trying to get over this poison. I'm assuming the poison's done, right?
It lasts 1 hour.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and just lay a little bit low and try and
You're fine.
boost myself up. Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that the poison's over.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Poison's over, guys.
Poison's over.
Mhm.
Okay. Are we all together? Have you guys come out
You
of the
are.
inn and we're all in the same place?
You guys are all, I'm
I
gonna
would
say,
imagine.
you're right outside the wagon. You've got this
Okay.
drow tied up inside of it.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put the drought in the wagon. So
Yeah.
we had some privacy.
Basically. So I'm assuming you're gonna all enter the wagon then.
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
I think Cell's probably a little hot still. Like
Yeah,
coming in
like
frothing
Cell-
at the mouth.
yeah.
Like a rabid goat.
oh yeah.
I have picked up my shield now, so I'm back at AC 18. But yeah, I sort of tried to get in first, and you guys noticed that I have not put my weapons down.
Okay. I'm going to immediately ask, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kill him.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No.
Why
no.
not?
It's not necessary. We don't. If we can manage to not kill someone, we should probably not kill someone.
Oh no, he's going to die.
Consider.
He'll die
Consider. He hurt you guys. I'm gonna kill him.
later.
Can
This
we
is
at
a-
least get some information out of him before anything?
That's the idea. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk to
Can I
him,
beat
and
it out
then
of
we'll
him?
let Syl take him.
Can I beat it out of him?
No.
If it comes to that.
No.
Let-
Yay!
let me take a crack at him.
all right. So
Brad, you and I need to talk after this. By the way.
he's sort of half awake. He's like, Sacre Bleu, what is going on?
He's French.
Yeah.
Fantasy
full drunk.
France.
Basically.
Okay, yeah, not much of a city of lights, that Paris. It's kind of in the Underdark.
You do not talk about your Menzo Beranzan. Menzo Beranzan that way, eh? It is a beautiful city. And then he tries to shake his fist at you, but he's all tied up.
Oh,
Ah,
nice try,
Mailed.
Thug.
double neck.
Question. Okay, so Rat is inside this place right now, right? Talking to the prisoner?
Yes.
Lit. Okay, and I'm assuming that Rat's wanting her privacy, and then we're just gonna commiserate outside.
I'll let you guys know. Like, let me take a crack at him. I'll come out if it doesn't work out.
Cool.
But,
Alright.
He's tied to a chair next to the table.
Cool.
Okay.
So I walk in, or Rat walks in, not me. And just strides up to him, takes out the mithril dagger, and jams it into the table next to him.
All right.
So,
Fucking power move.
why were you here?
I am not telling you shit now. Why don't you just kill me and get it over with?
No. There'll be no getting it over with. It'll last. Trust me.
What?
It'll last. You'll hurt for a long time.
I heard it before. You don't have the guts. Make an intimidation check.
I'm actually going to act a bit before that.
Oh, okay.
I take out the metal spoon shiv that I killed his friend with, or well, I stabbed his friend with.
What
And
are
I
you
jam it
going to? Are you going to eat on me?
I jam it into his thigh just above his kneecap.
Yeah! Ah! You have stabbed me with
Yes!
the spoon.
Yes, I would say it's your just
Why
dessert.
would you do such a thing?
Well,
That's very painful.
yeah, it's not a clean spoon either.
Fuck you.
Are you going
What?
to tell me what I want to know? Or am I going to have to stab your other knee?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
I needed that. 19 total.
All right. We were hired by the Drow and the House Olonrai in the
Menzo Baranzan.
Menzoberranzan. That is what I said. We were hired by them to come and kill your friend, eh?
I would like to imagine that he's also having difficulty saying the name.
Yes, he is.
Oh, thank God. Okay, sorry, continue.
That is all that there's really. There's not much else to say.
How did you know we were here?
Well, word spreads pretty fast. You guys may have defeated some succubus or an incubus. I hear these
I
things
take
from the
out
grapevine.
the iron fence shiv,
Okay.
poise it over his knee, and just, who told you?
I was told by my employer, who would be the High Matron of House Olonrai. That is all I know. That is the first time I heard of Saoirse. Ceres. I do not know how to pronounce this silly name.
And Rat flips the fence and then puts it back. I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah. Just get it over with.
I take it back out the iron fence shiv.
Come on then. I ain't got all day. I have some dying to do.
Are his hands like on the handrests of the chair?
No, his hands are kind of tied behind him.
Okay.
These aren't really like it's more of a stool than a chair.
Okay. So I take his foot,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm assuming is bound around the calf.
I do not know anything else. You can hurt me all you want, but it is not going to get you anything more. What do you want to know? Tell me what. Tell me specifically. What do you want to know?
I want to know how to get to this High Matron of House Olonrai.
Well, you have to go to Menzer Barazan. Mezben.
There's a map on that table there.
It would be, I guess the fastest way to the Underdark from here is through, Probably Dragonspire Castle. Maybe. It is not a good place to go, though. There are many dwarves around here. I had to go the long way around.
All right.
It
And
involves
puts
some
the,
magic.
puts the shiv back and walks out the door.
I'm not interested in. Okay, well, then I guess I am here now.
How did
And
it
there you-
go?
And there you'll stay.
I'm not particularly interested in.
We can't hear him. The door is closed.
He's saying it anyways.
How?
I'm not interested. If
How
you,
did it go?
Well, then, like, put your hand over your mic so it sounds like he's coming through a door.
I'm not interested in the.
How did it go? Did you
You
get any
said by-
information at all?
He was sent out of House Olenrai, the High Matron.
Oh. Okay.
He's direct from Menzel Baranzan.
Alright, and she gets out, like, she has her notebook. She, like, gets it out and starts jotting down all the information.
Saoirse, you are actually from Menzo Barazan. That is where you were born, correct?
As far as I know.
Okay, that is where you were born, and that is the city that you escaped from. And I would like you to make a history check.
Just Saoirse? I'd assume just Saoirse, right?
History or religion? Religion also works.
Let's go with religion because I got proficiency in that. 18.
Okay. You know that after the fall of House Olenrai due to a slave revolt, basically there was a bunch of chaos in that city, and in order to sort of reassert their dominance around the area, House Olenrai made a pact with a group of demons from the Abyss. And you think there might be a connection between those demons and the succubus and incubus that you are now, that you fought earlier.
Okay.
Basically, you think this is part of a drow abyssal plot of some kind, but you're not entirely sure what. Now, how many of you are from the Sword Coast? I guess Rat's
No
from the
idea.
Sword Coast?
Yeah.
Beats me. Oh no.
You're not from the Sword Coast, so Rat, I'd like you to
I've
make...
been in the Sword Coast, but I not from here. I don't.
Rat, I'd like you to make a history check or intelligence if you don't have it. By the way, chat. Saoirse is a vengeance paladin. She can do whatever the hell she wants, including torture. Just saying.
15 total.
All right. You know that Dragonspear Castle used to actually be a portal to the Seven Hells, you believe.
Ooh.
And there was a point at which demons would come through, devils rather, would come through there and wreak havoc on the Sword Coast. However, you do know that as of late, the activity there has been reduced. You're not entirely sure why, but you do recall the letter that was that was in the car when you found it did mention that there was a dragon or something that was somehow an impediment to their plans.
I wouldn't know that I would need to convey the demon thing because Saoirse didn't convey what she knew from her history check. So I just know.
No,
that.
yeah, I totally tell everybody.
Okay, then I tell everybody what I heard.
It's
Cool.
it's devils, not demons. Very important difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Not.
That's all I could get out of him. Also,
mean-
he may have a shiv in his knee.
It really hurts.
We didn't ask you. Okay. All right. Okay. My main concern is, and you were talking about this whenever you came back after whatever you did. You were talking about how I don't need to I need to stop asking about these succubi and incubi, and how and she sort of like thumbs through her her journal, which
Mhm.
is to say, I need to thumb through my journal.
That's a good plot reason to thumb through your notes.
Thank you.
I'm realizing what you did there now.
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing my best. Yeah, the Duchess, and how me asking about the Duchess in general was bad juju.
Mm-hmm. The moment you started asking about succubi, they were like, "No, you don't need
Okay.
to. You don't need to. You don't
You
need
don't
to
need
know
to know.
anything.
Gotcha.
You don't need to. It's on a need to know basis. Capiche?"
No.
And the snail obviously does not want you poking around here.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. That's the name. The snail.
That is the
Yeah.
name.
And you know the snail is working for the Zentarum.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I assume that either one of them are with the Zentarum because, like, the other one called Snail up.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Did we have any other questions we wanted to ask?
I don't think that we had any more questions. I think one of us really wants to use their fist instead of their mouth. And then she like looks over to Cell and just nods once and goes, "Did he look like he had any more information?" Rat.
He kept saying that he didn't know anything else, but he said that before I put the shiv in his knee too.
Did he say that after?
No, after he started spilling his
Rat,
guts.
make an insight check.
That's not great. 11.
You know that he probably just, if you asked him something specifically, he could probably give you an okay answer, but he won't know that much because he is kind of a low-level grunt. The main assassin that's well trained one, he's dead.
Was there anything on him, like a note or anything? Like a
No,
bounty notice?
no.
Okay.
And you are experienced enough in this to know that assassins often destroy said bounty notices so that if they are caught and killed or captured, people don't know who sent them.
Okay.
But this guy clearly is not as well trained in assassins. And he's kind of basically doing whatever he can to get out alive.
Did we want to ask him anything else?
I mean, if he didn't have any more information, I don't think that there's any reason to ask him. I mean, we could ask him what.
You cut
Sorry, what? Yeah, you cut
Yeah,
out.
we could ask her, or we could ask them what. But I mean, I don't even
cut
think
out
You cut
right
out
as you were
again.
getting to the point.
the Duchess.
Mm.
That's a fair point. I'll be right back.
Um,
I go back in.
I
Please
thought
take
she
this-
she
No,
kind of
no. Rat will not let Cell enter.
no she kind of like looks aside to Saoirse and just murmurs, "This every day. I swear to the gods." And she just like sits back down. She
Please take the spoon out of my leg, s'il vous plaît.
Are
It
you sure
hurts a
you'll start
lot.
bleeding if I take it out?
You know what? I would like to bleed out maybe very much, thank you, because
I
I do
don't
not
want you to
think you
bleed
are.
out.
You know, I do not think you are going to let me out of here alive anyway.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, I that part I figured out, and honestly, I would rather die. I think that if I make it back and they realize that I was not successful, I think maybe they would kill me anyway. Eh?
So, do you know anything about the Duchess of Daggerkeep or Daggerkeep? Daggerford?
I'm sorry, I am not privy to that information. You will want to ask the what do you call them? The Zentarim.
So you know that she's affiliated with the Zentarum?
I know that she keeps a lot of them around as bodyguards. I was warned about that beforehand.
Okay. That's already more interesting than, nothing.
Look, I can help any way I can. I'm going to die anyways.
Well, perhaps not.
Make a persuasion check.
That's actually really good. 23.
He raised an eyebrow. Oh, well, you have me intrigued. How else can I help you?
Well, do you know anything else about the Duchess specifically? Is she
No,
here in Daggerford?
I would assume so. I'm not privy to that knowledge. This is the first time I have been in Daggerford. I have never been here before. I only came up here to kill your friend.
Thanks for reminding me.
Shit. I mean, merde.
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle.
Rat,
Daddy said the tabernacle.
Rat leaves the wagon, closes the door again.
And
I imagine that this is just like, dude. He doesn't know anything, dude. He says the Duchess is
No.
allied with the Zentarum. She employs them. So it would make sense that the Zentarum don't want you asking questions about the Duchess.
yeah. And the Zentarum probably know something about the succubi and incubi as well. If they're allied with the Zentarum. Because that's whenever they started like losing it, right? Whenever I started asking about, was it the Duchess? Or was
Dan,
it
I know about the Zentarum, yeah?
You know all about the Zentarum. You've probably even worked with them a couple times.
Look, if the Zentarum are working with the Duchess, I don't think it's smart to go after any of them. It's a pretty tight-knit group. They watch out for their own.
You also know that there's probably a chance that the Duchess, they might have paid them or something. You don't know. But
Okay.
clearly the Duchess wanted extra protection and didn't have any moral qualms with hiring the Zentrum.
okay.
I was able to make him believe that we might let him live, so maybe he's a little more interested in talking, but I can't think of anything else to ask him.
Sel, I really don't want you to go kill him. I know he hurt us. I know he almost killed some of us, but it's not right. It's not right.
Well, he did let on that if he were to be left alive and went back to Menzelbrand's, then they'd kill him.
But what if he's useful for us?
Can we trust him?
It's fair. So, smash.
Okay.
Saoirse
Rat
kinda
like
puts her
opens the
hand on
door and like steps aside.
Yeah, Sal
Saoirse kind
barges
of puts her
in.
hand on Sel's shoulder as he's passing, and is just like, make it quick.
Hey, remember to follow through, huh? You got to get off the whole neck, eh?
No. I'd like to imagine Sel comes up to Rat as he's going through the door, and Rat's just like, "Don't make it quick. Barely drag it out."
I heard that!
Yeah, the door slams shut behind Sal as he goes in. So
Do we want to get gruesome, or do we just say that it sells leaves covered in blood
Fade to
and...
black.
you brush it. We'll brush it over.
Okay, fade to black. Does anybody have prestidigitation? Because the cart's really filthy now. Like, really filthy.
Oh, I know. Like she like goes inside the cart and she goes. On second thought, you should have not done it in the place that we're going to be going to places in. Does anyone have precedent?
Well-
Because I know I don't.
No, but I'm guessing like as part of like
thaumaturgy.
We can burn it.
I'm
Blood is
guessing
fire
like,
resistant, actually. So you could do that.
I mean, well, part of the punishment for Sal having to do that is like he has to clean up now.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you know
I'm
what?
guessing Will will make him clean up.
Yeah. Will will be like, all right, so this mess. I can try and help you, but you need to clean it up, okay?
So you kind of, there's kind of like you just throw like the disembodied head of the drow and then a couple of limbs, and it's just in a big pile outside the cart. It's really
know-
gruesome.
You notice specifically
Saoirse
that
helps
Sal,
clean up
Sal
with
does
the body.
absolutely not touch
Yeah.
the brooms.
Guys, it's fine.
Seven-
Seltzer water and lemon for blood.
Yeah, Rat, you know exactly how to clean this up. You've done this like 100 times.
From more than one place.
Yeah. Now, as it starts to get to the morning, and the sort of sun starts to come over the horizon, you see in the distance a very strange shape. And I'd like you all to make a perception check.
I was afraid you'd say that. Okay. It's not bad.
I'll let everybody else say.
13.
Dirty 20.
Hold on, let me find my perception. Yeah, that's another dirty 20 for me.
28.
Here,
Cursed crit.
28.
Yup. Rolled a
Saoirse,
19.
Whoa, and Rat. You see in the distance, it appears to be a brass winged type figure. And it's coming closer and closer and it's not slowing down. And after a couple seconds, you hear in a high pitched voice, "Out of the way! I can't stop!" And I'd like you. I would like. You know what? I'm gonna roll for this. Okay, so I'll just do in the order of the thing.
Oh, boy.
Rat, I would like you to make a dexterity save.
Oh no.
That is a 24.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, so basically what happens is this it looks to be a brown dragon, an actual real dragon. A wormling, a very young dragon.
Okay.
Just dive bomb and just sort of skid on the ground and sort of lands basically a couple feet before you, Rat, and you kind of deftly dodge out of the way, and it leaves kind of like a big, sort of like a meteor, a big sort of canyon in the floor, and then kind of a crater at the end. And the dragon kind of gets up and shakes himself off.
Did this crash landing knock off any scales?
Because it's a very young dragon and the scales are kind of small, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
This is inside the cart, right? Or is
No,
it
not-
outside?
Yeah,
That's what I was
outside the
thinking.
cart,
Okay,
of
cool,
course.
cool. All right. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know that.
Thank you,
There's just a
Crashly.
random dragon spawns inside of our.
Yeah, it no clips through the cart.
T-poses.
Yes.
I didn't know that Roleplays was brought to you by Bethesda.
So yeah, basically it gets up, shakes itself off, and sort of looks at you guys and looks at the pile of drow bits. It's like, oh no, should I come back later? Oh, Dad told me not to get involved in you guys' business or anyone's business.
Our
No.
business? Hold on, who's Dad?
Who are
Oh, hold on.
you?
I want to go back. Who is Dad?
I have a message. Where's my message? Where's my message? Where's my message? And he sort of like starts running around in a circle trying to find something. You realize that the message is like clearly just on the floor in the crater where he landed.
She's just gonna point at it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then she's gonna pick it up and read the title and say, I have a message for the. By the way, I let you, Rat. You know that there's a brass dragon who actually runs a messenger service and actually
Oh.
owns quite a few branches of the Brassbeard Bank. You don't know his name, but you do
I've
know it's
never
the
been to a bank.
yeah, it's the Brassbeard clan, and they tend to be very well off. They're actually very they do interact a lot with humanoids, especially dwarves.
Okay.
They actually have very good relationships with most of the mortals in the area, and there's been a considerable they try to keep to themselves, but usually if something significantly powerful like a fiend arises, there's kind of an implicit agreement between like higher beings not to meddle with the affairs of mortals. But if another usually evil aligned being tries to interfere, good aligned beings don't really have any qualms coming forth to try and stop that. But this little dragon dude, he is one of their messengers, you would imagine. He's about 4 feet long. So, you know, when he stands up, he's a little shorter than you, Rat. He's medium sized if you want to know mechanically. And he has in his hands a letter. And he says, I am Speedy of Clan Brassbeard, and I am here to deliver a letter that you can tell this is clearly part of a prepared speech, but he's not doing a very good job of delivering it because this might be his first time.
Aw.
I'm here to deliver a letter they call the Silver Devil of Saluni. What's a
Saloon.
Saluni? Oh.
Saloon. And then she sort of like looks over to Saoirse.
Saoirse will
that
step
too.
forward and be like, that would be me.
Oh, good. I'm sorry I almost hit your friend. I didn't mean to.
It's
You
fine.
didn't. Don't
Well,
worry.
it's not fine, but
Okay. And then he kind of hands you the message and kind of sits down
I love him.
like a dog. He's really
Saoirse
small.
will kind of give everybody kind of like a.
And
Oh
he
boy, what is
holds
this
out
look?
he
And
holds
then
out like a
open it
little
up.
he holds out a little bag, and he's like, I hope you're satisfied with your service. And he holds out a little bag and flaps his wings a little bit as if waiting for something.
She's going to put some gold in that bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him like 2
Yeah.
gold.
two gold pieces. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Thank you. Goodbye. And then he just jets off immediately.
I love you, Speedy.
Blows a kiss to the sky for Speedy.
Thank you. Oh, and I didn't mention this. He's also wearing goggles that look to little dark goggles.
I love Speedy so
I'm
much.
kind of just imagining the Dragonite from the Pokemon movie that had the messenger bag.
It is basically that, but a brass dragon. And he kind of has like his wings,
Oh,
because
I
in
love
brass
him.
dragon, they kind of run all the way up his tail. He's like a little airplane or like a little hang glider almost, and he's flying away.
I love him.
He's really fast, you notice, even for a dragon.
He's Speedy.
Yeah, his name is Speedy, and you see, Saoirse, as you hold this letter in your hands, you see it's got a red, it's a white envelope, or like a beigeish envelope, a little dirt on it, with a red wax seal that has 2 crossed scimitars on it.
Okay.
And
Pop
you
this bad
have
boy open.
you've never seen this. Actually, you have seen this symbol before. You're not entirely sure where, though. It does ring a bell, though. You think you've seen it a couple times.
Do you want me to roll anything for that, or?
No. You'll find out soon.
Okay. Okay, well, let's just pop this bad boy open.
Okay, so the letter reads, to my dear Shirsh, and you know that this is sort of a childhood nickname that you haven't heard in a very long time. After all this time, I finally found you. Word of your exploits and your defeat of the incubus Zephyrion has spread as far as New Ardentown, where I'm currently hiding out. Though he's not dead, your defeat of him has greatly diminished his standing among his compatriots, and his underlings no doubt plot to overthrow him. Their plans are delayed for now. The Drow seem to have given up their pursuit of me, but I fear that this is merely because they have more nefarious matters to attend to. Perhaps you are already aware of this, but the Drow are working alongside these demonic forces. I've been doing my best to learn more about them, but there are very few people I can trust in this town, and the fiends and Drow have eyes everywhere. I myself have had a few close calls with their assassins, but I've managed to establish a safe house here. What I know so far is that Elinira and Zephyrion seek to establish themselves near Dragonspear Castle, though they've been unable to do so since the recent arrival of the Brassbeards and their dwarven mercenary settlers. Since the resurgence of the Olenrai, I've been working alongside a network of anarchists in the Underdark to incite slave revolts and disrupt their operations where I can. While my efforts have been met so far with some success, the demonic pacts they've made in recent years have complicated the process greatly. As their network grows, mine must as well. And I would like to conduct you as a full member as soon as you get here. Together, I believe we can destroy House Olenrai once and for all and put a stop to this vile slave trade. Guard this letter with your life. I cannot risk discovery, and if word of my whereabouts gets back to Menzoberranzan, it could spell my end. Your friend, Alderson Al-Akbar.
What was the
Yeah.
name of the place?
The name of the
Where-
town?
We
was-
we didn't know anything about that. This is just something that's serious.
New
Just
Orleans?
just for personal.
Yeah,
What?
this is the name of the town was New Ardentown. Whoa, that sounds familiar to you. You're not sure why. You feel like you've heard that name before.
Okay, she just sort of knew Ardentown.
I hate to do this, but do I believe this is actually a letter from Alderson?
He did use your informal nickname,
Okay.
and broadly speaking, this does seem to be the way he would speak to you. Like this is pretty.
Okay.
He always had a very sort of like when he wasn't in a dangerous situation, he had a pretty formal way of speaking.
Okay.
You have no reason immediately to believe that, and this is his handwriting, by the way. You have no reason to believe that
Okay.
this is not from Alderson himself.
Okay.
Do you tell us?
Saoirse's gonna kind of.
Yeah, no. Do you
What?
tell us? Do you tell us?
She's gonna read the letter to herself at first, and then she's just gonna very quietly go, It's from Alderson. He's in New Ardentown. Where's New Ardentown?"
Rat immediately runs into the wagon and starts looking at the map.
It's about 4
And she's
days.
gonna go into the carriage, into the map, and start looking.
It's about a week away from, maybe 4 days away from. No, about a week away, I'd say, from. Look, it's hard to gauge distance in
That's
Faerun.
fine. Don't worry about it.
I've been trying to do it for a long time, and I'm having a lot of trouble.
No, you're good. It's just you're like 4 days, and I write 4 days. Oh, okay, a week.
It's 4 days. It's normally a week, but you think with your magic cart you could probably do it in 4 days if you didn't stop. It's a town along the trade road, and you also know that. Actually, you know what? That's all you know. That it is a town along the trade road. It's a small town.
Then-
You would imagine that Alderson is hiding there because it's kind of remote. It's not easy to find. Not a particularly well-known place. And you think that because it's the trade road, there's a lot of caravans that go along there, stopping at all the different towns from basically Neverwinter all the way down to sometimes to Baldur's Gate. Maybe not as far as Neverwinter, but certainly from Waterdeep to Baldur's Gate. And it is on that route.
Okay.
At the mention of New Ardentown and how desperate Saoirse is, and then they run inside, Lois gonna kind of stay outside for a couple of seconds, and she's gonna go, "How do I know that? So do you know where New Ardentown is?"
I don't even know where we are now.
She sort of gives this look like a "Why did I bother asking, you adorable creature?" And then she like turns around and she
We've been
walks
here a
in.
week. We've been here a week and Sel doesn't even know the name of the town.
No.
As she's going inside, she's also like Daggerford, like walks inside, and she looks at Saoirse and Rat, and she goes, "I don't know why, but for some reason that name seems pretty familiar to me, which is weird because I don't know familiar things.
Dan,
I've
just
heard
for-
it before
just for
somewhere.
clarification, it's 4 days from Daggerford, right?
Yeah, 4 days from Daggerford.
Where are Claire and Filberto?
Claire and Filberto, oh, I forgot about them.
Mhm.
They're probably sleeping in the inn.
Okay, Rat's gonna go wake them up. Rat has something in mind.
What do you want? And when you like open the door,
Yeah.
you see that Claire and Filberto are under their covers. They're
Ah,
mostly
yes.
they're completely naked.
But they're under
Yeah.
the covers, it's fine.
Engaging in
Claire
coitus.
doesn't really fit under the covers. She's like 10 feet tall.
There.
But
Alright,
is
guys,
it?
clothes on!
What?
Rat leaves. Just with that. We got work to do, and then turns around and leaves.
They seem upset,
Fuck them.
but
Well-
they put their clothes on and they come out and join you in about 15 minutes. They're out with
All right.
you.
That's enough time, I guess, for Rat to grab breakfast.
What?
Uh,
Yeah, I guess. They're serving for breakfast. Now the sun is just coming up. They're serving bacon, some bread, some cheese.
Stella's
Some-
just sat by the car eating handfuls of grass while Woe looks really disappointed at them.
She's kind of like, she's got her cloak of Elvenkind scooting away just a little bit because she's seen him eyeing the cloak a couple of times, and she's been like, Cell, no, this is magical, you can't eat it. And Cell's probably been like, tried, right? I'm assuming? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cell, you've tried a few times. No matter how hard you bite on it, it won't tear.
Yeah, it won't tear. It's not gonna stop him.
Handfuls of grass.
so
Bite harder.
I am dragging Claire and Filberto out of their bed and out of the inn, and we're going shopping. I
Okay.
need their help
Oh,
to
right.
carry shit.
Oh, I see how it. Filberto's like, oh, okay, I see how it is.
Oh no, he's a valuable asset to
Everyone else is busy, sorry.
We're literally sitting outside the cart.
Everyone else is busy.
In there.
No, I'm fine. It's fine. Get the freak shows to do all the heavy lifting.
Nobody called you a freak show?
It's,
Look at
it's-
Hey, hey, if they were getting the freak shows to do it, Cell would be doing it as well.
that's true.
Why can't we all go?
Just, you guys are doing other shit.
We're
You guys are
not.
looking at the
We're
map,
literally
talking about
not.
New Aldenport.
Well, Cell's covered in
Or New
blood,
Alden
so
town.
like Woe's forbidden him to go in the town.
That's fair.
He's like Cell refuses to clean himself.
So I have a shopping list here, and I'm just
Milk,
gonna send it
eggs,
in the chat.
bread.
I'll send it in the chat, and then I'll read it out for everybody who's watching. So we are getting lots of arrows and ale, 250 feet of rope, 20 feet of chain, a sledgehammer, a crowbar, a grappling hook, a ladder, miner's pick, shovel. I think that says a ram, like a battering ram. A bucket, a
You wrote
pan,
this.
2 hooded lanterns, block and tackle, 3 jars of acid, 3 pounds of salt, 20 days worth of rations, 5 pounds of wheat, 5 pounds of wheat.
Yeah,
Three
yeah,
sets.
you get it all. You get it all.
I'm saying it for the group, okay? 3 sets of clothes, 5 bars of soap, a tent, 20 torches, some hunting traps, 5 bottles of ink, 2 ink pens, 4 mess kits, a couple antidotes, and some potions of healing.
How many antidotes? How many potions of healing?
Let's say 5 antidotes and 20 potions of healing if I can swing it.
20?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll work all this out. Don't worry.
You're sure?
Yep.
You'll do all the math for me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, an antitoxin or antidote or antitoxin?
I think it's antidote. Yeah, it's antidote, but it might be antitoxin. And
It's antitoxin. So the antitoxin and the potion of healing is probably the only thing that's going to be like significantly expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, just take care of everything else. I'll add all this
Okay.
up.
Okay, I'll keep going then. I don't want to do all that math right now. I'm
when-
No,
not
I got it.
down for
and
that. I'm sorry.
Whenever Rat leaves, I kind of just want to look over to Saoirse, who seems to be the only sane person. And besides the whole Alderson thing, and she sort of just looks over at her and she's like, I'm not going crazy, right? Like, we didn't consult with anything that just happened. It just happened. With Rat leaving. I know she can handle her own, but
I'm kind of getting the gist that with Rat, things just happen.
yeah,
We're just
Yeah.
along for the ride.
I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. I'm not of Rat. Rat, fine. Rat and I have. I've taught her several things, but it's just. It worries me, and I know I shouldn't be worried, and I know that she's capable of doing her own, but it's just it. I don't know. I'm a little shaken up too because I don't ever remember names and locations of places that I know that I've been, and this is a new place that I just sounds familiar.
The new part sounds a little bit odd to you, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not so much Ardentown in general as it is Ardentown.
Hmm?
That was in character.
No, Ardentown is the part that sounds odd to you.
Okay.
That's the new part you don't really care about.
Okay.
Just
I
like
don't know.
partway through your very
Well-
serious conversation here, you feel like the corner of your cloak start lifting up.
So
Yeah.
down. No.
Bad
He puts
dog.
it down and just looks really mad.
She just gets a handful of grass and just holds it out. Like she doesn't even look at him. She's just like
Like you're feeding an animal at the petting zoo.
like I'm feeding an animal at the goddamn pet. Yeah.
Okay, so you feed the goat, and
Mhm.
he enjoys it. I'm assuming.
And Saoirse's gonna be like, well, when you care about people, it is natural to worry about them, especially whenever they do things that are out of your control.
Yes.
And with all these new developments, there's going to be a lot of things out of our control. And we're going to have to deal with it on our own way. But I'm here if you need me.
She kind of just smiles and looks down, and she goes, "Yeah, thank you. I just thought I'd get it out somehow." And it's not like I dislike Rat. I mean, Rat is astounding at what she does. It's just I could use a little bit more information about what's going on because, and I'll tell you this. I don't know if you know this, but she left to go take watch, and she did for a little bit, and I didn't hear anything. And then I went outside because I heard a thunder. Like it was, I think, some sort of a boom from where you guys were. And I went out, and then I got poisoned, and then I got knocked out. I would like to avoid that, if at all possible. Not for me, but I wouldn't know what I'd do. You know?
You're cutting out a
That
little
definitely
bit.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You're cutting out here and there.
Okay. That's fine. Just if it was anyone else in that situation with Rat leaving to take watch and no one knowing, she didn't know what she would do.
Okay.
No, we're all a bunch of individual, solitary people that are having to learn to work as a group.
Yeah.
And it's going to take some practice, but we'll get there. She kind of lays her hand on her shoulder.
She smiles and gets another handful of grass and holds it out for Sel to eat.
Does Cell eat the grass?
I think Mustang is
Oh
frozen.
no, I
Oh
think she
no,
froze.
that's not good. Mustang! Hi, hello?
Nothing? Okay. I thought that would help. Hold on. let's see here. Oh,
Oh dear.
Sorry.
hold on.
You're back.
Bye.
University Wi-Fi. Absolute.
Welcome back. Hi. Do you eat the grass? Do you crunch that grass?
Yeah, I was busy crunching the grass and clearly projected to the astral plane, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the gist of it was they're having a
What
serious
kind of grass was
conversation,
that?
and it kind of ended the conversation, and then she took the grass, and then she just held it out for him to eat.
Actually, whoa, make a nature check.
Oh dear. Let's see here. Oh no. Okay, that's a 12.
He should probably not be eating this grass.
Okay, she's gonna put down the grass whenever he's eating. She's gonna just be like, okay, I think that's enough grass for now. Do you want anything else? Besides my cloak.
He says no, but you can see him eyeing Saoirse's letter.
No.
But like, he doesn't say anything.
Sarah just kind of folds. She just folds,
Puts it
takes
away.
it back, folds it up, puts it in her cloak.
I can't believe that Cell is hungry specifically for plot materials.
Oh yeah.
He's hungry for plot. Do you guys want to indulge him?
No. All right. How long will it take for Rat to?
You're cutting out again.
I'd probably be gone all morning, honestly.
Okay.
Mm.
Because I'd say as soon as Rat gets, we need to get going.
Okay. So as soon as Rat gets back, do you guys want to get going?
Yeah, let's bounce.
Yeah.
There's actually some other stuff that I want to take care of if possible.
Okay.
And this
Can
will
you
be when I
tell-
get everybody back together.
Okay.
All right.
But I'm buying a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to like freeform some like storage containers, like boxes, like crates. I'm gonna buy some crates and shit like
You
that.
don't have to
put it
buy
in.
them. They're included.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, for Bildio and Claire are just carrying these crates, and it's just like, next time maybe you can, grab some of your friends, and I did a lot of this for the DeSosmas, but Filberto's complaining. Claire doesn't seem to care that much. She's just glad to be useful.
Well, I appreciate your guys' help. It's
Thank you.
very helpful. Thank
Thank
you. Like,
you. You did save us, so
and like, it's good to have you with us on this adventure we're taking, and I wanted to get supplies for this adventure.
Well, thank you, dear. You're so nice.
Thank you.
You're like a small child.
Well, kind of working backwards now. So I'm gonna finish doing this math later, but
Please do.
yeah. Oh shit! We also gotta sell all the stuff that we have. And
We
we're
can do
selling-
this later. We
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 can
need
do
to
this later.
we need to leave.
I'll get there. Okay.
We
So
can do the math later.
Rat
I'll
comes
say
back.
that you sold it all.
Rat comes back and asks if there's anything that anybody wants to buy.
We need to leave. We can go with the
This-
whole buying thing.
If we're going 4 days straight, we won't have time to stop and trade.
I don't need anything. No. Maybe like parchment and ink, but
I got that. Don't worry.
then no. I'm fine.
Sell?
No, sounds good.
Now, do you guys want to join a caravan or go it alone?
Probably go it alone.
It'll be a
Mm,
lot faster if you go it alone.
Yeah, let's go to one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saoirse, anything? Anything you want?
Can of whoop ass, not good.
To see Alderson.
Okay. Rat, Filberto. Well, I assume everybody helps load the shit onto the cart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And, like some of the gear, like sledgehammer, crowbar, grappling hook, that's all like tied to the side of the cart if possible, so we
Yeah,
can quickly grab it.
sure.
This look, you said that this was sort of like a mobile command
is,
post,
it
and that's
is.
what I'm making it.
Yeah. There's enough storage space for it for sure.
I want to make this cart a mobile command post.
That's what
Let
it
me.
is. That is exactly what it is.
It's a joke
already
on I
that.
want to make this house a home. Okay,
Okay.
let me joke. All right, everything's loaded on the cart.
I'm
Rat's
sorry, it
wheel
wasn't
hands,
funny.
and Rat's like just mouth full of honey jerky as well.
Okay. You think, did she get some honey jerky as well?
It's on the shopping list.
Okay,
It's the first time.
that's like your entire fortune though. Honey jerky is very expensive around.
It's not.
I'm
Rat
kidding.
could afford it.
I'm kidding. Maybe later. So as you guys are going along, you're heading along the trail, having a grand old time. You hear in the distance some shouting, and do any of you speak Orcish?
Wait.
No.
I don't think so.
Do any of you speak Abyssal?
Let's see here. Not Abyssal.
Your Abyssal was on your sheet.
Oh,
though.
yes, it is. I'm proficient in Abyssal. I'm an idiot.
Okay. So you hear an orc, in what seems to be an orcish accent, screaming in Abyssal, "Oh, come on! Get it! Give it up! Come on!"
Yeehaw.
Does it seem more malicious or more methodical?
Very malicious. Very
Okay.
malicious and very violent.
All right. I would like to inform the party and be like, all right, so there is an orc speaking in Abyssal right now, and as you can tell, we either need to try and get our way around or figure out what in the nine hells we're.
You then hear some screaming. This is an old human man.
And
can tell.
quickly.
Rat's already on top of the cart, looking out for
Rat,
anything.
make a perception check.
What do your rat eyes see?
Nat 20, they see everything.
Okay, with your special eyes, you see in the distance there are 4 orcs, and what looks to be a very large orc with massive horns, bullying and beating up this. Basically, it's an overturned caravan, and they're ransacking him. They're just stuffing all of his shit into bags. And just kicking him while he's on the ground, and he's crying, and he's got a bloody nose, and he's
The
screaming.
orc is on the ground?
No, the merchant.
Oh, okay.
If I peek outside, can I see these things as well, or would I have to also make perception?
You can see it too.
Okay. Can I actually do something?
Just
Yeah, and
nullify my-
they're about I'm gonna say they're about 120 feet away from you.
Is there a possibility that I could use my thaumaturgy, to shout something in Abyssal?
Thaumaturgy. Well, I mean, you do have someone with an amplifier.
That's
Okay.
the same thing.
I mean, but it's also with cantrips.
Yeah, I'll say they're about 120 feet away from you. Sure.
Okay. From everywhere, just a booming. She's gonna try and actually disguise her voice a little bit while she's doing this. What in the nine hells is going on?
Now, basically, these guys, they sort of look over to you. They didn't see you before, they do now. And they sort of start walking toward, one of the orcs stays with the, cart, basically, and 3 of the other ones, 3 of the other ones and the big orc start walking over to you. And at this point, I'd like you to make a religion check.
Okay.
Any of you can make this. If
Oh
you
wow.
want.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 22.
19.
22?
I got
Oh, shit.
I got a 19.
Honestly, if you get more than a 15, I'll give this one to you. Basically, you realize this is not an orc at all. This is actually a very, very evil type of fiend called a Tanaruk, which is a type of orc that is infused with basically demon's blood. And these guys are very powerful, much more powerful than normal orcs, a little smarter as well. They tend to be killed at birth by orcish clans that don't want, like, basically these demons reproducing.
Undesirables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're kind of undesirables, but if there's demonic forces abound, then there might be some orcish clans trying to like propagate this demon lineage, or maybe someone is forcing it upon them. So as they walk towards you, the Tanaruk goes.
Sorry, after Woe shouted, Rat's gonna give her a disappointed look, and get off of the cart and start running towards them.
She's
Trying
gonna
to stay low and out of sight.
All
at
right.
the disappointed look. She's going to mutter something. You would do the exact same thing, only probably more reckless, and then just.
Yes, the rogue would do the
Sorry.
exact same thing. Now I'd like everyone to roll for initiative.
Great.
A
There's the
similar
nat
thing.
1. There it is. I don't get any more nat 1s.
Okay.
It's a 6 initiative.
6. Okay. Rat got a 6.
13.
Woe got a 13.
18.
Saoirse got an 18.
And I got a dirty 20.
And Syl got a
Oh, thank
20.
God I'm not first.
And
Just out of curiosity, do I think they see where I am?
you're kind of in an openish area, but I will let you make a stealth check.
Cool. 24.
24. Okay, so they're not going to see you. You've hidden.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. So the Tanaruk got a 16. And his buddies got I think also a 16. Yep, also a 16. So they're all going to act on 16.
And I'm assuming that Claire and Filberto would be with us, right? Or did they not?
They
travel
are
with
with
us?
you. Yeah, did you want them to travel with you?
I
Yeah,
would
we
prefer
invited
it.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they're going to come with you. And basically, when you guys stop, what they said is they're going to continue on to Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
You reckon because the cart was traveling north collecting slaves that that basically they're from probably a town south of here. So I have to roll for Claire and Filberto, and where did I put their stats?
They don't have to join the fight if you think it's too complicated. If there's too many moving pieces.
No, I should probably let them join the fight. Because I did add an extra orc because I thought this one would be too easy for you.
Okay.
You know what? You'll be fine. All right. No, they will act. They're gonna go on 12. All right. Now it's Cell's turn first. And these
Right,
orc bastards are about 60 feet, 120 feet away from you, I'm gonna say. No, actually 90 feet away because they move closer.
Okie dokie, 90 feet, jeez. How much range is that one got? 1 second, let me just check the range.
There's 3 orcs and 1 Tanaruk.
Are any of them closer than another one, or?
One of them is kind of hanging back with the merchant.
Right, okay. I'm going to move for my 35 feet at least towards them, and then I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers on the closest one.
What does that
which is
do?
It's a range of 60 feet. Fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point I choose within range.
Okay, now the Tanaruk is the closest, and you will be able to reach him and 2 of his buddies with that.
Yep, I'll do that.
So, what is there a save or?
A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage if it's in or enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay. Does he get a save?
No.
Oh, okay. 4d4. So roll that 4d4.
10 damage.
10 points of damage. So 2 of those orcs, the 2 that get hit by that, are bloodied very badly.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
They are not pleased with that. Now it's Saoirse's turn. By the
Okay,
way,
I'm gonna
Saoirse, your
move my-
roll was high enough that you know that this Tanaruk would qualify as a fiend.
Yes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move my 30 feet, and then I'm gonna abjure enemy, which is present holy symbol to a creature 60 foot in sight. They must make a wisdom saving throw. And because he's a fiend, he has disadvantage.
Ooh, okay then. Should have made this combat harder.
Nah.
Oh, well, that he rolled a natural 1. There's not much worse he can get than that. He rolled a nat 1. Oh, wait a second. Is this a magic?
Then
Is this a
if
magic
he's able
effect?
to,
Is
he's
this
frightened,
magical?
and his speed is halved.
Is this magical?
Do what?
Is this effect magical?
I guess it's in my paladin features.
I don't know. I think he might get resistance against this, so he might have. Oh no, wait. He rolled a 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he is now afraid of you. He's a big old coward, and he's frightened of you.
Yeah.
So
he's
he's gonna try and move
he's
away from
frightened,
you.
and his speed is halved.
You see his sort of like bravado turns into just like cowardice, and the rest of his crew is like, "Are you serious, man? What the? Well, I thought you were later because you were brave and stuff. Gorgoth, come on! Don't beat her up! I don't want her. I'm not in the mood.
Me.
Gorgoth! Oh, come on, you pansy! Go beat her up! And now it is the Tanaruk's turn, and he is going to... Now, frightened enemies, can they move towards you?
I don't know the effects of fear.
No,
I think
yeah,
it's
they run in the
they run
opposite
away.
direction. Yeah.
I'll
They run
look
away.
that up real quick.
They run away, but they can attack anybody else that they're not afraid of.
Uh,
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
can't willingly move closer to the source of his fear, so he kind of locks up his legs and holds his axe up. He's like, "Don't move any closer."
As a British person, this is like the most disgusting accent I've ever heard.
I'm sorry.
I am
Jeez.
offended.
Are you over there with the horns and the blonde hair are gonna come over and hurt you? Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh.
The orcs kind of look at him. They're like, "Are you serious?" And they just kind of charge forward. And they're going to use their bonus action and their move action to get up to you, Syl. And
Oh no.
2 of them are going to go on you, Saoirse, and 1 of them is going to attack you, Sel Buckthorn. And they're going to roll to attack. Okay, these first 2 are for Saoirse. Okay, 1 of them misses for sure. The other one rolls a 21. Assuming that hits. And he is going to deal with his great axe 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
He cleaves into you. And another one's going to attack you, Sel. That is going to be an 18.
That hits.
Okay, and that is going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And now it is Claire and Filberto's turn. Claire is going to kind of hang back and cast Healing Word on you, Sel. Or is Healing Word an area of effect spell?
It has a range.
Okay, he's going to cast Healing Word on you and kind of stay back in a defensive position.
Okay.
So you regain... You regain 5 hit points.
Quick question.
Mhm.
We had a rest since the
Yes.
combat.
Yes.
Okay,
you
cool.
Guys are
So I'm
all,
back
you
up to
guys
full.
are all back up to full.
Cool. Thank you.
And Filberto's going to basically try and run closer, and he's now about 30 feet away from his enemies. Because he had to get out of the cart and stuff. So now it is Rat's turn.
Fuck them up.
Wait,
How
hold
far
on.
away?
You totally skipped over me.
Oh, did I? Yes, I.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I totally skipped over you. You got a 13 on your initiative, right?
Yeah.
So you actually moved before Claren for a
Filberto?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm still at the cart, right?
Yeah.
And they're how many feet away?
The orcs.
Yeah.
They're about 60 feet away.
About 60 feet? Okay.
Yeah, and the Tenarch is about 90 feet away. Because he's a
All right.
baby bitch.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a just gonna get out my longbow and do that. Let's see here. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 definitely hits. Who are you hitting? There's two
Um,
on Searshaw and one on Cell.
Is anyone down on any HP?
Both of them are.
Both of them are? Okay, I'm just gonna aim for one then. I'll do the one near Saoirse. Sure.
Okay. One of the ones near Searshaw. And
One of the ones near Saoirse, yeah.
yeah. These guys are. This is one of the. It's one of the injured ones. Do you want to go the injured one or the uninjured one?
I want to go with the injured one because I have a thing that take an extra D8 damage
Okay.
whenever it's below their HP.
What do you do?
So yeah, Colossus Slayer. Yeah. Let's see here. That is D8 plus 2. Another D8. Okay. That's 14 damage.
He's dead.
Nice.
All right, and do you get another attack after that, or?
I do. I get a second attack.
Yes, because do you?
It does.
Oh,
It
right,
says
it's 5th level. Yeah.
Yep.
One orc dead.
Would it take another action?
You're lagging again.
Yeah. Just would it take another would it take
Same
another
action.
action to get same action? Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna go for the other one then.
Okay.
And it's not down on
The
any
other
HP,
injured
is it?
one, or the other one that's not down on any HP?
I'm gonna do the one that's without any HP or any HP down.
Okay.
So roll again for an attack.
Yeah.
Cool. 22.
22. That is going to hit. Roll your damage.
Let's see here. And also to everyone who's just tuning in, new thing for me. So if I'm a little slow, sorry. I'll get faster. I promise. Okay, let's see here. 8.
8 points of damage. This guy is bloodied now.
Cool.
Ah! And the arrow hits him right in the guts. Ah! You bastard! And the
She
fourth
just sort of
orc,
shrugs.
the fourth orc is gonna pick up the merchant and hold his axe to his neck, and kind of look at you from 120 feet away, and scowl. Grrr. And it is Claren for Billidos. If they did their thing. Rat, it's now your turn.
All right. There's still one guy on the merchant, right?
Yeah.
How far away are those two?
Did you dash when you were on your first turn, or like
I
how
didn't
did
have
you
a
do?
first turn. I just got off the cart and started running, and then you said roll for initiative.
Okay, so we'll say you were able to move 60 feet. So he's about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm pretty sure hiding I can only move half my speed, so I'll get 15 feet closer,
Now,
pulling out.
I would like to
short bow.
add, he does technically have someone within 5 feet of him. The merchant would be considered an ally.
You don't have to give me advantage for that. He doesn't
No,
know
it's not
I'm there.
advantage, but
He doesn't know I'm there. This is still
Oh,
a sneak attack.
okay then. Well,
I was
if
hiding.
he doesn't know you're there, then you do have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, short bow out, and I'm taking a shot at him.
All right. Roll your attack. You have advantage.
That is a 22 to hit.
You hit him.
Cool. Has he acted?
He has acted.
Okay. So I don't get my surprise.
Oh no, you don't get your surprise.
Okay. But I do get some juicy dice.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Not so juicy. 11 plus 16 points of damage.
You right through the skull. He is dead. He drops his axe, and just the merchant just this in relief, panting.
So Rat is now out of stealth, and people can see her.
Yeah, but
because
you've just
she's back.
shot one of the orcs in the head. He's dead.
Yep. Just the other orcs now know I'm there if they're
Yeah.
looking this direction.
And Sel, it is back to your turn.
Right. Who's closest now?
The one who's currently trying to murder you.
Okie dokie. Is that an orc?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
Can you do that with an orc that's super? By the way, he is bloodied. Is that an orc that's super close to you? Can you? Does he get an attack on you or something? How does that work with spells?
It's instantaneous. So
Oh,
and it's 60 feet range. So
right, because you're not maintaining concentration.
yeah. I am going to well, yeah, because Cloud of Daggers is concentration, but I'll have dropped it because I got
Mhm.
hit. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level on him. So I'm going to, I can whisper a choice of words. I'm going to go, your British accent sucks.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
And because it's level 3, it's 5d6
Okay.
psychic damage.
He rolled very badly.
17. 23.
His head explodes. You got some brains on your shirt, but you're fine.
I don't think he
Yeah,
cares.
His
Wipe
head
'em
just.
That's, your British accent sucks, bro. And then boom, just done.
Basically.
The chat said 5d6 worth of damage from the disappointment you have caused.
I'm sorry I'm not British. I'm sorry I'm not British. I can't help it. I wasn't born in the United Kingdom.
All right. That is
Now
the
I'm
dead.
all worried
that is-
about my accent and
That's-
shit.
Dead orcs.
That's a very dead orc. There's now one Tanari and one orc left.
Whose turn
Okay,
is it?
there's one orc on me still, right?
Yes. And it's your turn.
Okay.
Unless Sil wants to do something
All right.
else.
I'm just
Sell, rather.
No, I'm
See?
alright.
okay. I'm just gonna whap him.
Whack him.
Give him a good old slap at the back. Go ahead.
Pretty sure this doesn't hit. 10.
Does not hit.
Okay, but I get a second attack.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so here we go. Yeet. 13.
That does hit.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm not even sure you need to roll for damage.
Probably not.
These guys aren't very strong.
Yeah, we're looking at least like 9 damage.
He's dead. You cut off his head.
Cool. Yeet.
All right, now the only enemy left is that. Do you want to make a move or something?
Yeah, I guess let's start heading towards the Tanaruk.
Okay. Now, given that you want to have a bonus action,
How close can I get to him?
you are now within 30 feet of him. No, wait, you're now within 60 feet of him. No, 30 feet of him. You're within 30 feet.
So can I move 30 foot and then bonus action Misty Step another 30 foot?
Yes, you can.
Yeet!
Are you going to teleports behind him, nothing personnel, kiddo?
Pretty much.
The issue is there is the dagger thing. Oh, no, wait, you dropped concentration on that, right?
The Abjure thing?
No, Cell, he dropped concentration on it because he got
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
You didn't try and make your save for concentration? Did you want to maintain it, basically, is what I'm asking?
No, I didn't want to anyway. no.
Okay, so you teleport behind him. You're behind him
Hey,
now.
buddy.
Surprise!
Because he's terrified of you. And now it's
Alright, now
it's
do it.
now his turn. You've done all the things you can. Ah! 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 And then he's going to take his action to disengage and just book it as fast as he can down the trade road. And he's going to disengage and take just he's out of there.
Does he run past Rat?
Ski-daddle.
No, he doesn't run past Rat. He runs down the road.
No, I mean, like, is he like running away from them past Rat?
No.
Like, even just far away? I'm
No.
not asking for attack of opportunity.
Well, you can see him.
Okay, that's all I need.
He keeps running.
Cool, I'm faster.
Okay.
And his speed is halved from the Abjure enemy.
Oh right, shit, I forgot about that. Oh
So-
my god.
As soon as Rat's turn comes around, she's gonna close distance and keep firing at him.
Okay, well, it's now Woe's turn.
Honestly, I mean, I can't catch up to this guy in time.
We could try shooting him.
I mean, why not? That is a nat 20 to hit.
Oh my. That would be a
Plus-
crit, so roll all your damage twice.
Nice.
And because he has lost some health, that includes your Colossus Slide dice.
Oh my god.
you
Okay,
double
so
that as
double
well.
double damage. So I roll the damage once, and then I just times that by 2,
You
or
roll the damage again, and then you
Actually,
add
okay.
that.
7, 8, 9, 9.
You don't add your modifier twice, though.
Okay,
You only double the dice.
14. Okay, 18.
18 points of damage in one shot.
hmm
You got
Yeah,
him.
he's got. Got him.
Ah! He screamed again
He's still up.
with his inconsistent accent. Yeah, he's definitely still up. This guy is way
He's
tougher
still
than the other.
up?
He's way tougher than the
Okay.
other guys.
It's Claire and Filberto's turn now. Yeah.
Yeah, Claire and Filberto are just kind of gonna watch and be like, "What?
That's fair.
Okay, well then, I guess he's lost. By the way, you didn't do your second attack.
Oh, I
Anyways,
didn't.
Do you want to?
Fuck it, why not? Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all, I'm not even fucking joking.
another nat 20.
Is it another
I got
one?
another fucking nat 20, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, buddy!
you're getting paid
Whoa,
back.
here,
for all those-
everybody! Whoa, finally showed up.
Well, finally fucking showed up!
All right, roll all your damage again.
Oh,
and
it's
you
happening.
got your
Yeah, oh.
things.
Boy, yeah. 6, 8.
Can't believe I blew my nat 20 on the
14.
spot check.
Are you ready for this number? 22 damage.
22 points of
Holy
damage.
shit.
I think we're actually. That means he's actually bloodied now.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Okay. So what happens is you hit him in the knee first, and he just keeps running, and then you hit him in the other knee, and now he's just kind of waddling. He's like, oh my god! Ah! It's really, really gruesome.
I'm keeping this dice. I'm using this dice forever.
Okay. Now it is descending. Very funny, chat. Now it is Matt's turn.
Any amount of movement that I need. I have 60 to spare if I
You
use
have
bonus
plenty of
action.
movement.
Before I start running, I activate the boom bow and yell back. I'll take my mic away from my face. Start the cart!
Claire and Filberto.
Chase him!
Claire and Filberto jump on. They're actually going to take their action to jump on the cart because they haven't done anything and start it up.
Rat continues moving after him, and
Wait, I'm assuming you left the keys with them?
there's no key. You said.
I
don't
don't
know.
remember what
No,
I said.
I have the key. No,
Okay.
you because
The
remember
key
we were
is
talking.
inside the cart or to use the cart.
You need the key to use the cart, basically.
To, to get inside is what you told me last session.
Oh no, I was to use the cart.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, but I just
It's a
told him to get
multi-purpose.
the cart started and chase after him.
Okay.
Uh,
Here he's moving like at 15 feet per round.
Yep,
So.
he sucks. He's not living.
Oh no, he's not.
So
You can get close enough to melee him if you want.
so if that's the case, move up with regular movement, cunning action hide.
That's. Where'd
I
you
rolled
go?
a nat 20, guys. That's a 31 stealth.
I mean, was there a fourth player here, or was it just the three of you? I don't remember.
And
Um,
rat knocks and fires.
all right, so you get your sneak attack damage. I would have given it to you anyways, considering he has an arrow in each knee already.
Yeah, but I wanted to roll. That's a 19 to hit.
That would hit. Do your
Cool.
damage.
That's better. 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. I really should have given you guys a tougher fight.
I mean, if my rolls would have been like they, then I probably would be struggling a little bit more. But the
Yeah.
dice gods decided to smile
I
upon
keep
me this day.
underestimating this party. It hurts him. He's
I'm gonna get you!
He's
I'm gonna get
screaming
you
a
and I'm
lot.
gonna have you!
Oh, hey.
The merchant's kind of like still breathing very heavily. His cart has been almost completely destroyed by the orcs. It's
I
been
already
like flipped
saved his
over.
life. I don't
Yeah,
know him anything else.
he's just gonna sit down and be like.
I imagine everybody
guy.
driving the cart drives by and sees him, and probably someone will do something.
I mean, is the car moving after him or?
That's what I told everybody to do.
Okay,
Start the cart and chase him.
so you're not gonna like check with the merchant to see if he's okay or anything.
I'm not. I'm assuming someone else will.
All right.
They're gonna
Anyways,
pass him.
it's now Cell's turn. This guy's about 110 feet away from you.
What, the merchant?
No, the orc or the Tanark.
I'm gonna go after the merchant.
What?
Go help him.
Okay, he looks very badly beaten and bruised.
I'm guessing we distributed the healing potions out.
The healing potions would probably all be in the cart.
Oh, okay then. Then I'll cast I'll cast healing word on him.
He's back up to full health. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. He's a merchant. He doesn't have much health.
But he's probably like freaked out because there's like this giant deer man sort of standing over him.
Oh dear.
Just chomping on a little bit of grass. He just
Oh boy, thank
Yeah,
you.
right, bud.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Aw.
Now, Sirsha, unless Sil wants to do anything else, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Saoirse's turn. Go on.
I assume I can walk up to this guy pretty easily.
Yeah,
he's
you don't even have to run.
Speed.
He's got
Word.
arrows in his legs as well.
I just walk up calmly to a badass,
Yes, you can.
and let's take
As he tries to waddle away from
let's
you.
take one swing. First swing misses. I'm not even adding anything.
He kind of
Second
trips.
swing.
He stumbles forward a little bit.
That fell. I missed. He's stumbling too much, and I can't get a beat on him.
Okay, his AC's not
I
that
rolled a
high.
2
What
and a
did you
4. I'm
roll?
not even adding anything.
A 4, you might actually hit him. Add all your modifiers to that.
That's what? Strength and proficiency?
Strength and proficiency.
Then that would make it a 11. And
That
11.
doesn't hit. 11 doesn't hit. He has an AC of 14.
Yeah.
It kind of glances off his armor.
He's stumbling too much. I can't lead him.
It's still your turn if you want to do anything else.
No, I don't think I got anything.
He's trying real hard to get away. That's all he's going to do this round. He's going to run another 30 feet. No, wait, he's going to run another 15 feet.
15.
He has to disengage because he's right next to you.
And also he's slowed.
Yeah. Whoa,
To think it's
your
Oh.
turn.
yes, it is. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the same thing.
You're going to have to move a little bit, I think, if you
I'm
want to
gonna
shoot
move a little
him.
bit. Okay, that's fine. I can. I guess like, is there a possibility that nah? I'm gonna. I actually, you know what? No.
You
Does
can,
it look like what? What's up?
you can attack twice after moving.
Okay. I do want to catch a Seglads. Like, Cell seems to be taking care of the merchant, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Merchant looks brand new, except he's covered in blood.
Let's
Like
see.
me.
It's not good. Like 11. Yeah. No. Okay. I can
Try
attack
again.
again though.
Yes, you can.
13. Dang it! Dang it! I was doing so good. Ah.
Now it is Clarence Alberto's turn, and they're going to go and try and tend to the Merchant. Rad, it's now your turn.
coming up on him again. Probably just calmly walking up, cutting action hide.
He's got an ally. Saoirse's right next to him. You don't have to
Fair enough.
bother.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Saoirse's like walking with him.
Yeah, just like come back here.
That's a hit. 16.
Okay. Do your sneak attack damage as well.
20 damage.
He is barely hanging on by a thread.
You're losing a lot of blood there, friend. I'd stop.
I don't. And he really does sound like he's losing a lot of blood. He can barely form a coherent sentence. So,
Oh, is it my turn?
yeah,
Should we just let him run himself out?
he might, honestly.
Well, I'm with the merchant, right? How far away is everyone else now?
Like 90 feet.
Mm-hmm. Can I pick the dude up and start running towards the group?
Do you really want to?
Sling him over your shoulder.
The only
Yeah,
thing,
sure.
the only
Simon-
thing is that his card is still there.
Make an athletics check.
Oh boy. Oh, I don't like that roll. I'm gonna use my lucky feet and roll another d20. And
Why? Okay.
it's a nat 20.
So you pick him up over your shoulder. You're like, put me down! Put me down! Alright. Sorry. That was too loud. I don't
No,
want
it's like-
this! Put me down, please!
I have to take you to my friends.
Oh
Shut
my
up.
God. Oh my God.
So So they keep. So you run after them, and now it's Saoirse's turn.
Boy, that was worth a lot
Okay,
of dice.
let's try hitting big boy again. First swing. That's another 10. I don't
In
know why the hell
total?
my rolls went in the dumpster.
In
Yeah.
total?
And that's a nat 1, so I trip.
You impale yourself on your sword, and you take. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's gonna keep trying to run away. That's all he can really do. He's crying at this point. It's kind of sad, almost. If only someone were to put him out of his misery. Whoa, it's your turn.
We're trying.
All right, let's see if we can do some misery putting out of. Okay. 50?
That will hit.
Cool. And he's down HP, so I can.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That is okay. 10.
He's dead. How do you want to? Where do you want to shoot him?
I kind of want to add insult to injury. Is there a possibility that I can try and get the crotch?
Yes.
You're kinda going as well.
The crotch.
I know what she said. And it goes through, and then he just is like, ah! Ah! And then just falls over dead. Like onto his knees and then onto his face.
You just hear Sal shout from the background with a dude over his shoulder, "Nice!"
Yeah, Sal doesn't know what honor is, so you're out of initiative now, and the merchant's like, thank you! Please put me down. I'm getting very
That's
I'll put you
unfortunate.
down when we get to my friends. Don't puke on me.
That
He
next
pukes on
turn-
you.
That next turn, Rat was gonna like jog backwards next to the guy. Like, you really should stop, dude.
I want you to know, as soon as he goes noise, and Woe just sort of looks over, kind of like does a little.
Okay. Saoirse, can you drag this fool back?
He's dead.
Yeah.
Let's just leave him.
Drag him back.
So
Why-
you
why
drag
do we
it,
need to
everyone
drag it
goes
back?
back to the cart, and the merchant's like, thank you so much, so much. Oh, geez, is there anything I can do for you? And he kind of looks in the wreckage of his cart, and he's, oh no, Bonnie! Bonnie, are you okay? Bonnie! Where's Bonnie?
Bonnie, what is it, Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Can we?
She's my very closest friend. And he lifts up a piece of wood, and you see under that there's a little bonsai tree. And clutching onto the bonsai tree, there's this tiny little woman with wooden skin, a tiny little dryad.
Groot? Is that you, buddy?
It's teeny tiny little
Adorable.
dryad.
Is
Just,
she okay?
Yeah, is she okay?
she looks
Where's-
okay. And when the merchant sees her, she like picks him up and just gives her a big hug, and she's very happy.
Aw.
That's adorable.
And he sort of puts her on his shoulder and picks up his tree and picks up the little bonsai tree. And she hops basically back into the pot and sort of buries herself half next to it and just sits near it.
Okay. Was this a random attack, or do you think that they planned to take you out?
I just think they were robbing everyone.
Okay. Is your card all right?
And he sort of looks around at the just wreckage and just destruction.
But like, how does the cart look? Is it just like a broken axle?
No,
or
it's destroyed.
Oh.
would our scroll of mending help?
Maybe.
Mm.
Maybe. Actually, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say
Okay.
yes.
Are you guys okay with using the scroll of mending to help this guy out?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Definitely.
I can't. I don't know how to cast magic.
I can cast it.
Okay, so would you like to mend his cart?
Yeah,
You successfully mend his cart.
I do it like Full Metal Alchemist style, hands on the floor.
Oh, wonderful! wonderful, wonderful. I'll have to find a horse or something. They've killed mine, but
We
although
can't help you
actually,
there.
hmm?
We can't help you there.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'll pull it myself then. Not that heavy. It's a small cart. So he reaches inside of his cart, and he pulls out what appear to be two very large and full bags of coins. And he plops one down next to you, Rat. Please, and as repayment for saving my life.
We're loaded.
Yeah, we are. Jeez.
I'm not gonna argue. Thank you.
Okay, and he's going to sort of pick up his cart. So perhaps we will meet again someday. My name is. I have his name written down here. My name is.
I thought he forgot his name.
No, my
It's a
name
good
is
name.
Donovan Argyle, and I'll never forget you. And then what the little druid does is she makes a little flower grow out of the ground. The little dryad.
Aww.
She makes like a little daisy grow out of the ground.
I eat it.
She gives you a thumbs up, and then she makes another one grow. And another one, in case you're still hungry after that.
I'll eat them.
She waves goodbye, and the merchant also waves goodbye, and he's going to sort of pick up his cart and kind of start pulling it himself, and
All right.
sort of wave goodbye to you.
One last order of real business here. Rat loots everything.
Okay,
Everything.
so they've got, I think each of them had a great axe, so that's 5 great axes. 5 suits of hide armor. Sorry, 4 suits of hide armor. The Tanaro just had his Daffril armor.
Okay. That all?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
These orcs didn't have much on them.
That's fine.
Now, are you guys going to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
As you
Yeah.
go along the road, you see in the distance what looks to be an old shanty town. As you approach, though, you realize it has been completely destroyed. And just it's just everything. It's all blackened and destroyed huts. It looks like there was some burning that happened, and just it looks like there's claw marks made of ash on some of the stone. It's just completely obliterated. And do you guys want to take a closer look?
Hold up. It seems strange that the merchant didn't mention this.
There's no
Mhm.
smoke or anything coming out. You would imagine it's been there for a while.
Right.
Like, this doesn't look like there's no people running from it. It's just quiet.
No fresh blood or anything like that?
Nothing fresh. No, it's complete. It's old. It's decrepit. And whoa, actually, with your ranger's instincts, you can tell this has been this way for a while.
Okay.
And you're
Well-
a couple days down the. You're about by this point, actually, you're almost at Ardentown, or New Ardentown. This is about 4 days on, or 3.5 basically. This wrecked shanty town with these wrecked stones and cinders, with these ash marks. Do you want to take a closer look?
Whoa, do you mind if I go?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. Good.
All right.
Okay,
Let's roll a
so
stealth
Serge
and
is just
screw this
kind
down.
of gonna kind of like make like a sign of like reverence for like whatever happened here.
okay, now Rat, you're immediately able to tell there's nobody in the town. There's no reason to be stealthy here. You can tell that almost immediately.
Doesn't matter. I'm still stealthy.
Okay.
15 stealth if it matters.
Okay, well, it doesn't. Everything's burned to the ground. The only buildings here, there's one building that still kind of has some structural integrity left. because it was mostly made of stone. The rest of them, which were a mixture of straw and wood and stone, have all just been, there's like some blackened skeletons inside. And
And I'll
there's no
roll,
loot. It's all been
I'll roll
looted
an
already.
investigation check, I guess. Not great. 5. Just to determine if there's any sign of anybody having moved through here at any point.
Just looters, you would imagine.
All right.
People
I head
might
back
have.
to the party.
It's like this has not been an active place. There's one building that's too large to just immediately get it looks to be a large religious building with a symbol of the sun on the front.
Okay. I head back to the party and fill them in on what's there. It looks like it was just looted. There's one building still standing.
I don't think that there's really any need.
It's a church, I think.
Yeah, there is a church, but you wouldn't actually. Make a religion check.
Okay. 15.
You recognize the sun as the holy symbol of Lathander, the Morning Lord.
I relay that.
Okay.
And you also think there was some method to this because there was just a giant symbol that appeared to be something in Infernal. It was some kind of curse word or some sort of it doesn't translate well to English.
Wait, it was an infernal?
Yes, which I know
Okay,
you
I can
understand. It was some just profane curse word that you're not sure you understand, painted over the holy symbol in blood.
I read infernal.
In
Tell me what the
dried
curse
blood.
word was.
It's a really bad one. I literally cannot think of it's not so much as a word as sort of the concept of like come hither and destroy is basically the concept.
Doesn't seem like there's anything there.
Maybe
Now-
take a
Keep
rest.
moving.
Whoa, at this point, you almost feel as though you've been here before.
I kind of take a stumble back and I look at the holy symbol. And then I kind of look at my party and back and at the blood and I just murmur, I've been here before. I don't know how or when. I just know I've been here before.
And specifically, you remember something about that church.
We need to search this church.
Search the church. Got it.
Yeah, she just sort of stumbles in and like looks around. She's kind of almost desperately like hands sort of fumbling thing that she can recognize, anything that sparks another memory.
What immediately is it's sort of illuminated by a beam of the setting sun, a kind of an orange beam of light coming down through a hole in the on the other side of the church. Basically, past all the pews, there's sort of a stone table, and on that table is basically the desecrated body of a skeleton. It seems like all the flesh is black and decayed. There's barely anything left of it. And there seems to be, as you get closer and closer, a rusty knife embedded in that skeleton's chest. And it's right in front of you. And I'd like you to make a religion check, Saoirse and Woe.
$24.
It's gonna be a good one.
This
It's
was
24.
This was not
22
random
for
and
me.
this was not random and wanton destruction. This was very deliberate, and you think this was part of the summoning ritual. And this dagger, you sense some profane energy coming off of it. And Woe, you know that you've seen this dagger before.
Was it mine?
Maybe you'll have to get a closer look.
Yeah, I will.
Do you pick up the dagger?
I want to examine it before I pick up the dagger.
It's covered. It's got this old. It's rusty. It's got old blood on it. It doesn't appear to be magical or anything, but it's
Yeah,
something
no arcana
familiar
check
about
needed or
it.
anything.
No,
Okay,
no.
yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
The
gonna pick it
moment that you basically clasp your hand around the dagger's hilt, you just immediately have this vision, and your mind is thrown back in time about 7 years. You were 18. Around you, in the pews, wearing black robes, are people chanting in Infernal. On the table, there's this woman, a girl. Honestly, she's can't be more than 12 years old. She's begging and pleading with you to spare her life. And in this vision, which you believe to be one of your memories, you take the dagger, and all these people behind you chanting, "Hail Bane! Hail Bane! Hail Bane!" And you plunge the dagger into this poor girl's heart. As there's just uproarious laughter coming from all around the church. This desecrated and disgusting church, and fire pours forth, and just you completely black out at that point.
I drop down and I immediately start screaming and crying, cradling my head and just saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Saoirse's right next to her.
Go get Claire!
And that's where we'll stop.
No.
Bane!
You guys have fun? I had fun.
This is a good session, yeah.
Well, you broke Alex.
Well, that officially makes Woe worse than Rat. At least Rat didn't kill kids.
You don't know if she was like forced to do it. Like, she doesn't necessarily make her worse.
Actually, I will say, during that vision, for some reason, you looked upon it almost fondly, and you're not sure why.
Rat didn't kill kids.
Well,
There
fuck
was
me then, I guess.
there was something exhilarating and familiar about it.
This is just my sad outro music.
But we didn't die.
So, anyone have any announcements to make?
Yeah, I would love to make an announcement, Dan. As per usual, we have a Twitter. You can follow us at twitter.com/roleplayingdnd. We also have a YouTube, and I'm sending all of those things in the chat right now. So, also, all of our information, all of our separate information, yeah, big mood. All of our separate information is on that in card that Skella has awesomely made for us.
Except
Thank you so
mine.
much,
Mine is
Skella.
wrong for some reason. Mine should say
I
lightning
sent
fast.
an updated
I
one.
tried to change it. It didn't work for some reason.
All right. So there's a little bit of there's a change to it's like lightning fast 11 instead of lightning fast 1, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't believe there were 10 other lightning fasts.
No, 11 is my lucky number.
Make sure to follow us on this Twitch channel so you can be notified whenever. I also have a new song called Paulton Song of Healing on my YouTube channel. Check it out. That would mean the world to me.
It's heartbreaking.
And it's heartbreaking. I cried while
More
writing
so
it.
than this episode.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Now I've got some.
You keep cutting out.
I got songs to write about WoW, is what I said. But yeah, that's all of my announcements.
Anyone else?
I got nothing.
Well, over April, I'm going to be working on a little project for this D&D game.
Oh,
Gonna be working
yay.
on going to be working on drawing and illustrating some of the scenes and the characters because I really have been quite inspired by it, and I've got a few sketches already drawn down. So that'll be over April on my Twitter account, which is Mustangs Art, and I might also be doing some streams of it on Twitch where you can watch, pieces be put together, things like that. And if you also want to request any scenes as well, just hit me up on Twitter.
I know which one I
I'm
want to
more than-
request.
and I'm more than happy to draw it for you. I'm also working on a DCA road trip AU that I put on Twitter, and it got really popular for some reason, the idea of it. So I started writing for that. First chapter should be up possibly tomorrow. I mean, I've got to send it to Alex for beta reading. But yeah, that should be up soon. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just follow me on Mustang's Art if you want to talk about Dice Camera Action, about role playing, about my novel. I'm writing a fantasy novel, so yeah.
All right. Anyone else? All right.
If we're gonna talk about stuff we're doing in the future, over April, I'm gonna try and design some character stickers for role playing that are gonna have the characters looking badass and it says "talk shit, get crit," and hopefully I'll have those up on a Red Bubble page or something.
Yay!
So
I
I'll
will
put all of
order
them on my
Fingers crossed.
computer.
all of them.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go die now.
Stella,
So
do you have any announcements?
I'll probably crank out something role playing related on my Twitter at _the Skella, or it's at the _Skella. My bad.
And you can watch me this Friday on
yes.
God of Roads, twitch.tv/God of Roads, where I'll be playing Vinny, the trash talking, potion slinging, no shit taking artificer. Hey, don't mock my head thing, Sarah. Or I'm doing your story next. Alex looks so shook. It means I did a good job. We're friends here. We're all friends here. And you can follow me on twitch.tv/lightningfast and on Twitter at lightningfast11, where I post stuff about this campaign sometimes, and also complain. And that's it. So you know what? Play us out, Alex.
All right.
Wait, feel free to tweet questions about the characters to the
Yeah.
role playing Twitter, and we'll.
Yeah, I might
Funny.
make a little write a little throughout the entire flashback. I'm gonna write a little thing about Woe's feelings throughout the entire flashback thing, and I'll post it on my Twitter later. So I'm playing you out? Okay.
Dave, put up the outro card. It's cutting out real bad.
Yeah, like you really need to.
We'll
Oh, well.
record it the next time and then have
Yeah.
it play.
Yeah, it'll be.
I know.
fine.
I don't know what happened. Like it wasn't like this, but apparently everything's going wrong. So.
Yeah, they can still hear us. It's just now the end card's up.
Cut the audio then.
I don't know how.
Oh, hey guys, who's still here? Huh.
Bye.